In the previous videos, I have discussed the important characteristics of a father disciplining his children, having compassion on them, as well as providing for them, planning for their future, and protecting them not just from physical danger, but also from such dangers that can lead them down a path of self-destruction. Now we will touch up on the sense of firmness instilled by the parents. Now this trait is much more of a bonus trait. The firmness is what creates certainty and trust within the family unit. Similarly, the same kind of firmness creates certainty and trust between God and his children in Hebrews chapter 13, verse 8. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday and today and forever. Psalm 119, verse 89. Your word, Lord, is eternal. It stands firm in the heavens. James chapter 1, verse 17. Every good and perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of the heavenly lights, who does not change like shifting shadows. In Malachi 3:6, we find that not only is firmness established to instill trust in between God and his children, but to also ensure their security from total destruction. I, the Lord, do not change, so you, the descendants of Jacob, are not destroyed. Now there is an objection that someone can raise to my thesis regarding this trait, which is why I have categorized it as a bonus trait. Is it possible that this trait applies to God because he is not human, as stated in Numbers chapter 23, verse 19? God is not human that he should lie, not a human being that he should change his mind. Does he speak and then not act? Does he promise and not fulfill? Thankfully, I can respond the same way I have in the beginning of this series. Although we are created in his image, more likely their image, we are created in a specific way that resembles him. As stated before, we are created in the form of the family unit. There are ways in which we can be firm with our decisions in raising our children. For example, there are times whenever we see a child talk back rudely to their parents, some of us think to ourselves,
Man, if that were my child, I'd whoop him in the next life.
However, those of us who have raised children over time understand that it's not that easy to discipline or punish your children. We understand it, however, to be necessary, just like paying the bills, going to work, and establishing a set schedule for your children. So is it possible to establish perfect firmness within the household? Of course not. Similarly, it is impossible to establish perfect discipline, compassion, protection, providence, and planning. Only God is capable of such perfection. What I am saying, however, is that this is a template to which families should strive for, since God resembles perfection, and anything short of perfection is a far cry from God's standards, as stated by Jesus in Matthew chapter 5, verse 48. Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. Obviously, not a single human being is capable of obeying this command. We understand, however, that utilizing any other template opens up much more opportunity for failure within the family unit, and eventually amongst our social fabric, which I will touch up on in the second volume. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell to keep a lookout for the next season in this series, which will kick off the role of children in the family unit and society. I don't know exactly when it is due for release. This is going to depend on the completion of episodes for the upcoming season. Speaking of firmness, I personally like to make the episodes before I announce their release, so that way the only hindrance for uploading them would be a technical error. So what do you think about the trait of firmness within the household? Should it be practiced? Share your thoughts in the comment section.